First of all, congratulations to TJ. Big win for them today at Arizona State. Great finish. We were all watching the end of the game, so that was cool. Good luck to Coach Dresser tomorrow. I know they have a huge meet against Oklahoma State tomorrow, so certainly wish them all the best. And then for this game, 2 quick points. Number one, I'm really proud of our team. Very good balance. Everyone contributed. And then also, the respect that I have for Satia is really it's hard to coach at this level. It's really hard. And they've made some hard decisions with their team. And obviously they had a limited roster, but they're doing things the right way. And in a time when most people don't want to do it that way, I have a lot of respect for people that do. And I thought their kids played their guts out. Obviously, with only 7 available players, that's a hard thing to do in this environment against us today. But that says a lot about her. It says a lot about our coaches, and it says a lot about the young people that played today. So I think that's important to make sure that gets out there. But a week that we needed, get a couple days off that we need, and get it going.
No, you had talked the last game about wanting to improve the starts. How did you feel about today's start?
Oh, it was really good. We made some shots. We defended well. I think you always worry because everything we practiced for 2 days was complete waste of time because of who they played, who they didn't play. Our matchups were all screwed up. So you worry about that. And, we did make some subtle changes in our warm-up and a few other things, which I don't know that really impacted it. But I was really proud of our team because a lot of times, this kid's not playing or, all this stuff literally that we practiced defensively for 2 days. We got some conditioning in, but other than that, it was a waste of time because none of it happened. So to our kids' credit, they adjusted and made the best of it.
Is tonight's game from Lily kind of what you anticipated having when you guys brought her aboard?
Yeah, Lily's, if you look at her history, she makes shots, and she's made a lot of shots in her life. She makes a lot of shots in practice. To her credit, she's a great teammate. She has never complained. She's never pouted. It's just like, keep shooting it. And I literally today at shoot-around, I said, make sure you're letting it fly tonight because we thought we'd see some zone. So I thought, all right, she's going to get some looks. And you can tell not just by her reaction, but her teammates' reaction because that's hard. When you're not doing things that you're good at, it can really wear on you. But that was fun to see. That was probably the highlight of the game, probably from a statistical thing to see that happen and see AJ make a couple. And, I know Audie did her deal too. So, but it was good.
Audie had her leg wrapped. How's she doing?
She tweaked it in the BYU game right at the end. It's kind of an existing injury that she had in high school. Yeah, it's her knee. Yeah. She did not practice Thursday. She practiced yesterday. Said she felt great. I thought played really well. To not know exactly what you're going to get, but very efficient, rebounded the ball great. So I think we're fine. It's just you just have to continue. The thing with injuries like that is it's not just a one-day deal. It's the way you go about your business every single day when you have an existing injury like that. And I think she's bought into that a little bit better, and our training staff's done a good job, so she should be fine.
Does the success of this week, can it have any impact moving forward on during what could be what looks like a very challenging week for you guys?
I don't know that it helps or hurts. I think it's just because I've always said, we just have to. We're a team that really needs to focus on the next day, next game. But yeah, when you look at the schedule and you look at the standings, beating BYU at home and beating Central Florida at home are games that you need to do. You need to do that. And sometimes in college basketball or just like anything, sometimes, and I told him the other day, sometimes not every day at work or not every day in class is a big deal, but sometimes you just got to go about your business. And this was a very business-oriented week for us. Two teams that, again, on paper, whatever that means, Iowa State should win at home. And you did. You move on and rest up for 2 days, hopefully. And like you said, the next 12 days are going to be really, really hard.
Lily said that you printed out some old box scores of games she had at Oregon State when she was probably hitting a lot more threes. Is that something you ever done for a player here?
Yeah, we've done that quite often. You know, if it's a player that has struggled or whatever. Usually, I mean, it's games that they played for us, you know, but, you know, we've done it this year for almost everyone on the team at some point has gotten something like that. Because it's for Lily, example, is she's not trying to do something she's never done before. So sometimes it's just like all of us. It's like, okay, I've done it before. And, you know, she made 4 threes against South Carolina in the NCAA tournament. So it's not anything that, but, you know, the ball's not going in the basket, so you try and do anything you can. So just a friendly mental reminder of, okay, been there, done that, let's go.
A small follow-up on that is, where do you put the box scores that you print out?
We usually just print them out, put them in their lockers, or depending on the day, but usually we'll print them out, and I'll just write a couple notes on it based on where we are in the season, or what was the game, or I remember watching that, or I mean we did it with Hannah Bellinger, and we got it from Truman State in an exhibition game. They played at Notre Dame, so it's like, and you can get a lot of information. But usually I just write a note, stick it in their locker, they see it. It's for them. It's not for public. You know, we don't post it on the wall or anything. It's like, hey, this is for you. And hopefully they look at it and go, okay, A, I've done it. B, Coach Fenn says, okay, I just keep shooting it. And so it was good to see today.
For someone with as good a track record in that area as her, do you have to guard against her really getting down when she starts for 30? Because we see it in warm-ups, she hardly misses. I'm sure in practice, she probably hardly misses. But for it to not translate to that extent, you just have to be like, check in, because you don't want to over-stress it either, probably.
No, and I think that's the balance. You know, it's like when we talk about free throw shooting, or, you know, you really walk a fine line between keep shooting, don't shoot, like, don't put the pressure on them, you know, whatever. Our biggest thing is if it's a good shot in the way we play, then I don't really say anything. If you miss, you miss. I mean, you know, I've you know, you guys been around me long enough. Like, the joke, sort of, and it's not really a joke, is shoot it before you throw it away. I mean, if we run a play and you're open and you don't shoot, usually that means it's going to be even a worse situation. So, but you're right. I mean, when you're someone like Lily, or, you know, maybe some of the other kids on our team, when that's your number one skill set, and you know, hey, I'm here to do that, and you're not doing it, yeah, that's hard. But you just got to keep working. Again, they have really good teammates, so it's nice to see something positive for her.
A while back, you had talked about how, say, early in the conference season, you could look at, we have to do this, and there are years you've done it, there are years you haven't. It feels like this year, to this point, you're doing it, winning 6 of your last 7. Just how do you feel the state of the team is? Because it seems like they're playing free and pretty loose and not feeling like they're under a ton of pressure.
No, I think our team, and you, I mean, you'd have to ask them that question, but I don't think it's been anything. The outside people think it's negative, I guess, but our group is, you know, they've shown up every day. I say this all the time. I think showing up is a skill, and we've shown up every day. Have we played well every day? No. Have we practiced well? No. Every day? No. But they show up, they do their job, they care about one another, and, you know, I'm not naive enough to think it's a result-oriented business. But I think the kids that we have on this team are doing things on a daily basis exactly the way we've asked them to do it. And if it's not good enough on the court, then that's my fault. That's not their fault. And, you know, I think that they've done a lot of good things. They know what's ahead of them. But I think all you can do from a coaching standpoint, I guess, is ask them to represent their school the way they should and to compete and try and give an honest effort. And I have zero issue with that. Now, other people don't like it because we're not winning enough. And, you know, all the experts picked us 8th in the country. Well, obviously, the experts aren't very smart. You look at rosters. Look at roster construction. Look at teams across the country. I mean, so I've just told them, lock yourself in, block out the noise, and we'll see. But I love this team. I have zero issue with them, zero. And if there are issues on the outside, that's my fault. That's not their fault. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.